Hello guys, it's BO7 and today we're going to be talking about Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now to be fair, I'm not really interested in multiplayer or the campaign. To me it just looks the exact same thing. However, one thing I have always been interested in is the Zombies mode. I've been a Zombies fan for many years. From the information what I've gathered from the creators who have played it early, it does sound quite interesting what they are saying, but again you can't really trust it because it is Activision and they will somehow screw it up, I reckon. I'd love to be proven wrong. But yeah, Black Ops 7 Zombies, it does sound good on paper, but will it live up to actual expectations? That's what we'll have to wait and see. And so going over some of the points I could pick out, they say this Zombies map is going to be the biggest map ever. It's inspired by Transit, and to be fair, they said that every single year. They said that with Black Ops 6 Terminus. And to be fair, they're going to say the same thing here now, so I feel like they've kind of lost that title a little bit. Because they said that many times it started to become a little bit irrelevant, but apparently this map is actually Transit inspired. A couple of people who have played early have actually drawn diagrams. So you got point number 4 here in the middle, and there's like loads of roads connecting off of it, sort of like a infinity symbol. It just like goes around in circles. 100% accurate map apparently, and this is like what it's supposed to look like. It even mentions that farmers here, of course taking inspiration from Transit, and they say there's supposed to be more unique locations now that it's set in the dark ether, so hopefully we're going to be getting away from the military base aesthetic. But that's one of the problems with Black Ops 6 Zombies. The areas felt a bit generic, just because literally most of them are set in a military base. But there's different points of interest, different roads, loads of areas to discover, apparently, loads of secrets. This is going to be a round base map, but they also said when you're going to area, it's almost like a no man's land from Moon, where rounds don't matter and it will be difficult, which is kind of cool. Which in my opinion could provide a good challenge, but also be a good way to get loads of money, like early. And apparently there's going to be an ether vehicle transport, you know, instead of like a bus from Transit. At first that sort of sounded like some kind of outbreak from Cold War, which I really wasn't a fan of. But if it is just this map only, and you're not doing like outbreak objectives, then I will be happy with that. I don't know how they're going to do it really, because Transit was kind of like a failure on paper, because the pack-a-punch wasn't great, the transport wasn't great. I mean, Transit has obviously aged a lot better now, but to be fair, it's not the best map. So hopefully they do work on that. Hopefully you don't have to like put a turbine down and run across the map to get to power. Hopefully we don't have to do that again, because that was annoying. And apparently we're going to be getting the Black Ops 6 and the ether crew in this. So there's going to be like 8 players. Maybe this is the first time you can play with 8 people at the same time. Or maybe you can only pick like one or the other. Who knows? I'm also not really a fan of the ether crew returning. I don't know, this kind of feels a bit cheap. I know probably going to upset some people by saying that. But bringing back the ether crew, I don't know, it just feels really cheap. Like they're just trying to... They know the Zombies mode is not as popular, so they're trying to profit off people's nostalgia to basically make them come back again. And just reusing a lot of stuff from past Zombies modes, I don't know, it just kind of feels a bit cheap how they brought back the ether crew. But this is apparently a different version of the ether crew, and they said everything that happened in like Black Ops 4 and World at War was actually true. It's actually canon, but I guess you do have the choice of like the Black Ops 6 crew and the ether crew. Hopefully we don't get operators, I really hope. I don't like that. Like, the problem is with Black Ops 6 Zombies, you run around as like the Ninja Turtles or something in a Zombies mode. It just takes away the immersion. Like we went from Reese from World at War, where we had actual serious characters, to now we had like some goofy skins in like a Zombies mode. It just looks so weird. And yeah, they also mentioned Gobblegums are going to be crossing over, so whatever you had in Black Ops 6 you will get for Black Ops 7. See, I'm kind of a fan of Gobblegums, and I'm not. On one hand, Gobblegums can be fun to spice up gameplay, but also it kind of makes the game easy, because you can just get all the perks at once. Whereas I like the old style of Zombies where you have to work towards your perks, like earn them. Whereas with this, you just have to pop a Gobblegum and you just get everything. Like, yeah, there's no challenge anymore. Well, that's just my opinion, really. I think they can be good Gobblegums, but some of them are really overpowered. And also, one thing they mentioned too is they're going to be doing like mini survival maps or something. So with this launch map, there's going to be like many little areas of it split into like survival stuff, bit like transit with town, farm and stuff. Which is a cool idea. If you want more of like a casual experience, then those will be maps for you. I kind of feel like it will sort of clog up the map roster a little bit, because you've got like loads of maps to choose from. I don't know how they're going to like lay out the maps, whether it's in a list or like on a map. You know, like Black Ops 2 where you can like turn this globe and like select icons for maps. It'll be interesting to find out how it's all set out. Apparently there's going to be 6 areas in this launch map, so we could have 6 additional survival maps, but we don't get all of them actually when the map launches. It's going to be like throughout the seasons. And one of the biggest things that actually surprised me that's coming back is actually Dead Ops Arcade 4. I mean, I've never really been a fan of Dead Ops Arcade games in Zombies. Like, the first one's pretty good because it's the original, but then 2 and 3 have kind of been like copies of each other. Just hasn't been anything new really. And so Dead Ops Arcade 4 is like, yeah, whatever, it's just like a fun little bonus mode you play for like a couple hours and then don't come back to, but apparently you can do like camo grinding on it, so I guess that'll be interesting. Now, one of the biggest things which I want to talk about with this game is not just the zombies, but the pre-order bonuses. And yeah, I think you already know where this is going. It does not look good. I mean, you got Ted, which looks kind of okay, but this looks so goofy. Like, I remember when Black Ops 6 had the same thing. Like, the weapons, they all like fancy and future tech. Like, it's just really not my thing. And I think as soon as people saw this, they knew that it's just gonna be the same shit as Black Ops 6. Like, we're gonna add some goofy skins and all this silly cosmetics at the end. So this has already kind of shattered my hope for the game a little bit. And I did also mention that COD Next is going to be coming September 30th. Which they will be showing off zombies gameplay. One thing I wasn't really happy with their last reveal, they showed a lot of multiplayer and campaign, but it's like a little tiny snippet of zombies and that's it. Like, great. Thanks, Treyarch. So hopefully we do get to see some more of that on September 30th. That's when we can actually judge the game properly for zombies and actually see if it's worth it. So far I've only got to go off these content creators' words who've played it early, although they don't reveal very much because of course they're under NDA and stuff, I understand that. But we've also got a closed beta coming on October 2nd, that's for multiplayer only, I presume, from Black Ops 6. They did the same thing there, so if you like the multiplayer then fine, you can play that. I'm going to probably try it out if it's free. And I know I'm starting to go really off topic from zombies, but I just want to talk about Black Ops 7 as a whole because it really hasn't been received very well. And to be fair, this is no surprise to anybody, because Black Ops 6 had a poor reputation at the end of its life cycle. I mean, in my opinion, it looked okay. It actually played pretty good at the start, but then they quickly messed things up. But yeah, Black Ops 7 has 240,000 dislikes. Like, that is crazy. And yeah, I do also have my concerns with the franchise, but yeah, this isn't really looking good at all. It kind of reminds me of the Infinite Warfare trailer, which came out a few years ago. That has like 4 million dislikes. And now we have Black Ops 7, which has like 200,000 dislikes. And it seems like history is starting to repeat itself again. So that's not a good sign. Although the problem is we can't really judge too much because we haven't had much gameplay or anything come from any mode. So we'll have to wait till COD Next to actually see what happens. And going back to Black Ops 7 Zombies, this is actually the game mode which I'm looking forward to, unlike the others. I still have very low hope for the game, but this is the one game mode I am hoping on. And in terms of what I want to see, I actually want to see a more classic game mode, like something like the old Zombies, not like the armor plate, like tier rarity system that we have. I just want more of like the classic kind of feel. Get rid of like the armor plates, the rarities. It just doesn't work. Kind of feels like Warzone Fortnite Zombies at that point. And this is coming from somebody who is a classic Zombies fan. Actually, all they have to do is take notes from Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2 Zombies, and you're going to have a successful game. Of course, you do have to innovate in some places, make it different, but I feel like these last couple games just don't really live up to the same expectation as the old games. And this is what has me worried if they're going to continue to add these systems in the new Zombies mode. They're just going to kill the game like even faster. Like, if I'm honest, I'm sick of the Warzone systems in Zombies. Just get rid of it. I know I've been ranting on about that a lot, but honestly, if you just have like a classic game mode or even like a standalone zombies game, I would definitely pay for that. But yeah, again, I have to wait and see what happens basically at COD Next. I remember last year actually at COD Next, people were hating on Liberty Falls because it felt like multiplayer, and it could happen again this year, but again, who knows. And to conclude this video, the game overall does feel more like a Black Ops 3 remaster than it does a 2. I mean, I'm speaking for like the whole zombies campaign, multiplayer, the entire game in general, not just zombies. I watched the whole presentation thing on the game, and it just looks like Black Ops 3 mixed with like Infinite Warfare or something. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like a Black Ops 2 remaster at all. It kind of makes me worry about the zombies mode. Like, what's that going to turn out like? But what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do let me know in the comments. And to see my reaction to the upcoming COD Next event, do stay tuned, stay subscribed, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.